by the time you see this, I will be gone. Okay, that's a bit dramatic, but in many ways it's true, and in every way it will be true if this gets posted, because in about 4 days time from the recording of this, I will be out of England. I will be on the way to Thailand, or by the time it's posted, I will be in Thailand. That doesn't mean to say that there is not other countries planned to come later this year. For example, Korea. If anyone who watches this channel sees my videos, sees my films, they'll know I've got a strong Korea connection, whether that's activism, filmmaking, podcasting, and these things, and other things. Now the thing is, what I wanted to talk about was that this feeling of being in the UK 4 months, first of all, and also what I'm really looking forward to when I come back to Chiang Mai in Thailand, because it's been a strange 4 months. I wasn't sure when to leave. I wasn't sure if I could leave, and there's been some factors that have been difficult to cope with. One main factor, but also, with that particular factor, it's meant, should I book my return flight? Should I bother? Well, not bother. Should I do it? Because I might show you some of this area, by the way. This is a lovely part of Kent. It's in Chiddingstone. There's an art space at the moment. It's called Art in June, and I'll show you a bit of that in towards the end of this video probably. But yeah, so I was thinking, can I book this flight? If I book it too early, is it going to be cancelled? I also had my film in an exhibition, my film in a festival in Kingston at the start of June, and it was well received, I think, and that film is being sent to other film festivals. But anyway, back to the factors that, the main factor. I didn't know if I should leave. This is related to family as well, and I've been here longer and longer, and it's really strange because today it's a very hot day, and it's been quite hot for a few days, and it's meant to be hot for a few more days. So people might think, why am I leaving in the summer when it's hot, when I could enjoy the UK summer before I go to my constant summer of Thailand, or whether I go to Thailand or other countries, that's undecided yet. But Chiang Mai is my home, and that's what I really miss. But I will say, because I can't stay here till August or September, I can't. There's various reasons for that. I really miss where I was in Chiang Mai, in the Santitam area, and there's other factors. There's people I know, there's collaborators, there's diet. I'm having a different diet here. There's just the culture, and you get to a point where after 2 months or 3 months, you don't forget where you were living, but you get ingrained into the British, the British or English culture, or family things that are going on, restaurants. You get used to that. You get used to having fish and chips occasionally. You get used to having roast dinners occasionally. Now, that doesn't mean I'm happy. Of course I'm happy with family, but I get that comes a lot of other issues, a lot of wondering whether people are going to want me to stay longer, and there is genuine reason for that, why people might want me to stay longer. But in Chiang Mai, that's what I'm really missing. I'm going to come back, first of all, arrive back the last week of June, which is in a few days' time. Bangkok for a few days, and that's primarily because my accommodation that I've got in Chiang Mai is not technically going to be ready until a couple of days before the end of June. So it's kind of, rather than me land in Chiang Mai and then sort of go somewhere for 3 days and then move somewhere else. I'm still toying with that idea, but I definitely need to spend a couple of days in Bangkok. There's a couple of things I need to sort out. There's some luggage stuff and belongings that I need to swap around, because I've got stuff there, and I'm not even sure what I'm taking back yet. It's now currently Thursday. Tomorrow it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You know, I feel like I'm not ready. Now there's certain things I've done, of course. I've booked flights, I've secured the accommodation, made sure it's still all okay, and you know, other sort of visa related arrival issues, and you know, insurance, just made sure that's in place. And I'm yeah, I just kind of wanted to speak about this because it's been a sort of a strange few months, and very, you know, I'm not going to say I get to the point of forgetting what I like, because that is not the case. I mean, how can I? There's my friends that I feel I deeply miss, and I see posts on social media. I have people contacting me, or I just see general people's message. I just see people, what they're up to. I think, oh yeah, it's my friend from Santitam or from Chiang Mai in general, or from just Thailand, or even from Korea. Some of my friends pass through Chiang Mai from Korea, and I go, you know, last year I was in Korea, South Korea twice anyway. And you know, all these things, you know, this is not my life here anymore, but my family, of course, is my, you know, it's a part of your life, a big part of your life. It's the sole reason for you being here. If there wasn't your mother, then you wouldn't be here. Stating the obvious there. But yeah, so this little place, I'm not sure if it's really, well, it's beautiful, the art is beautiful. I'm not sure if it's really coming out very well on this camera, but I do like this, you know, in this area. This is a hugely historic area. It's Chiddingstone, not to be confused with Chiddingstone Causeway, which is down the road, which is near a station called Penshurst. It's really complicated in this area because my sister lives in one of these areas, but you've got places that are called, they have a name, but then the station is something else. And there's Chiddingstone Causeway, which is separated, and just down the road from this pub where I am, and this is the Castle Pub, the Castle Inn, which has recently just reopened after some problems it had. You've got the oldest still running shop in the country. It's a post office, and yeah, it has well, a normal sort of shop side to it as well. And there's a cafe up the road, and there's a beautiful church I can see from right here. So this video probably isn't really gonna, you know, interest that many people, but I just wanted to do it because I have time to do it. I mean, I have time. I've been editing. I'm trying to submit to other film festivals. I've been rendering my video file to get it to a certain size and to make sure it's perfect for the next film festival. Sort of, you know, with films, you have to sort of submit as many as you can to certain film festivals, depending on the you know, the kind of film it is and the kind of festivals you want to go to, or you want to not necessarily go to. You want the film to be in. So I'm sure there's loads more I can talk about, and if you're interested in this sort of semi-nomadic life I have as a filmmaker, as an artist. These aren't my artworks. I'm a video artist and not this kind of artist. I'm really wanting to see my friend in Chiang Mai. She's trying to make a thing of us, you know, with her own art. And she does sewing, and she's, you know, it's a real struggle for people, and, you know, just to live, it's a struggle for people in Southeast Asia. Of course, it's a struggle for many people in England as well. I'm not going to say it's not. And probably more so these days. It might seem, when you come here as a visitor, you might seem that it's, oh, it's England, oh look, it's great, you know, but there's so many issues. And we're all just, let's just face it, whichever country you're in, you are just trying to do your best and trying to have a good time, or at least trying to survive. You can't necessarily have a good time and spend the amount of money you might want to spend, because people that are struggling, and they've got to pay for their own way of living, and this is a governmental issue at times, and, you know, it's that. So yeah, I don't know, I just felt compelled. I had a bit of time. I'm in this wonderful little garden area. It reopens, well, the pubs open all the time. I don't drink these days. I've been sober for a few years, and they start doing food again in an hour and a half, and I just thought, should I just relax here? It's so hot though. I mean, you know, I'm staying mostly in the shade. And again, I'm going back to Thailand, and it's a hot country. And oh yeah, that's one thing I was going to talk about, was acclimatizing, because as I say, I've been here from February, I don't know why I say December, because it's what I associate with winter, the start of winter in England, although it starts, that's debatable when it starts. I kind of, so I've been here since mid-Feb, and it's now mid-June, and you know, the weather has been up, down, and when I'm in Chiang Mai, it's hot, 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 hot. Yeah, of course, if you get up early enough, it's nice, a cool morning sometimes, depending on the time of year, especially, and the time you do get up. But it gets hot, and I'm so used to it. Whereas now when it's hot, I'm not used to it because I've been here and it hasn't been like that. So it's a strange feeling, because I'm hot now, thinking, oh gosh, I'm going to go back, and it affects, you know, affects your body, and you think, I'm going to cope with this, but you forget that when you're over in Chiang Mai or Southeast Asia, or even in Korea in the sweltering summer heat, if you go to that time of year, it's not advisable. I mean, in Korea, in South Korea, it's best to go in spring or autumn, but you know, I've been there a lot of the months of the year. There's only probably a couple of months of the year, well, probably 2 or 3 months of the year, mostly over the winter time, but I have been there, strictly speaking, at the very start of winter. I could probably say that. Anyway, I'm rambling, and yeah, I might just quickly swing this around so that you can see what is here, and then sort of, you know, signal goodbye. So let me just show you what's here. Let's show you this bit here. You can already see that. Let's just move this. Excuse the fingers. Some great artwork here. I'm not going to go too much into the artists. It would seem a bit unfair, because there's also other artists taking place in this at other venues. I'll swing this around and walk you down here. Well, a family member of mine has actually been involved with helping to get this place up and running again in some sort of fashion, some sort of way. There's the church up there. There's also Chillingstone Castle. Let's see if I can, there you go, zoom in even more. I'll lose the resolution, but hey, there you go. And yeah, just go down here, and then I'll probably sign off. It's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, this is just a pit. Now, this is not what England is all about, but it is what some people's views of England might be. Yeah, so I might swing this around one more time, so you've already had my thumb in the frame once. So that's it. I'm just gonna leave you with my wave, and yeah, all being well, you'll see this when I've arrived at my next destination, which will not be in England. Let's just hope nothing puts a stop to that. Okay, I'll see you next time.